Hi, my name is Antonio Edward, and as you have seen in the previous videos of mine, I am a really big fan of Microsoft products for business. And I've been talking about Office 365 for a while, just because I feel it's one of the best things that a business can have for growth, communications, collaboration, productivity, and stuff like that. In this video, I want to talk about using aliases and distribution lists to your advantage, because it's something that can be used to bring a lot of things together. And now on my account, I have a trial account that I was lucky to have for about 6 months, and I am using it to do several different things. If you have 10, 15 people working for you, this distribution list may not be something that you might want to use because it's just the 10 of you. But if you have, like, say, 50 to 100 people and you got a couple of departments, with a few people in it, then distribution list definitely comes in handy when you want to send a group of people an email. Think about like a group message, and it's specific to a certain amount of people. And there are certain ways you can handle this, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. I want to talk about first is aliases. And I'm going to go ahead and log into my, you go to portal.microsoftonline.com. You log in with your Microsoft Online Services ID, and it will take you to the either the home page or the admin page. So I want to go to the admin page, but I'm already here. So I'm going to go down to where it says Exchange Online. Exchange Online, where I manage my Exchange account. You also got Link Online, SharePoint, and Office Web Apps. But I want to use Exchange Online because this is where I can set up my aliases as well as my distribution groups, which I used to call distribution lists. I think it's the same thing though. Now I want to show you really quick. I want to take a look at my address book. I'm going to do this real quick so I can show you where I'm going. I'm using Office Professional Plus 2010, which comes with the Office 365 E3 account, Enterprise 3. And it comes with it, so you don't have to pay extra for it. But the cost is worth it because you get, it's not free software, but it's a leased software. And I think it's wonderful for that. Now, you notice I have a lot of distribution groups here, and this DG stands for distribution group, but you don't have to have that. You can actually call this whatever you want, and the DG is something I decided to do so that all the DGs are in one area, so I don't see a whole lot of room here. Now, I want you to take a look at my address book. Clicked on it, and you see all my information there. You see who reports to me. She's the president and editor-in-chief. I am the chief executive officer and founder. So I'm at the top of the list. My wife is right there. And then anybody that reports to her, they will fall under her. So I think 2 people in there right now. But people that work for her will show up below her, and her manager is me, because I'm one step above her. Now, my contact information was filled out on my profile. I am members of all these different distribution groups, but the main thing is I want to show you my aliases. Now, I went kind of crazy here. I have several different domains. I have lifewithstyle.net. I have my antonioedward.us, whynot.tv, Seriant.net, which is the main one. That is the main domain on the account. SoWithStyle.com, and let's see, ymp.net, and of course I have my standard Seriant.onmicrosoft.com. Now you notice that my SIP is edward@seriant.net. That is what I will use to log into my Link with. Link is a SIP-driven session-initiated protocol. It requires SIP in order to log in, so I have to log in with this every time. So I can't go into Link and log in as founder@ymp.net. It won't recognize me. I will have to log in as aedward@sarient.net. Okay, but these are my different aliases. But let's say you have a campaign and you don't want to give out your real email address, but you want to give out. Okay, so this is where this comes in handy. I'm going to double click on my name here, or you can select it and click on details. If you select the name, click on details. My computer's running a little bit because I'm running Cam Recorder, which is recording the screen at the same time, so I do apologize that usually goes in this. I am on a very high-speed wireless network So, all right, so I'm in my profile right now, in my address contact card, and I got all my information filled out here, as you see. Um, Now, what I want to do is add a campaign for one of my subsidiaries, Why Not.tv. So all I got to do is click on this add button here. Now, I want to take you back again. Double click on the name there. You go straight down to, I maximized it because it brings up a small window. And again, this is low. I clicked on email options and add. All right, I want to select the domain. This campaign is going with my Why Not Productions campaign. And the campaign is for Red, let's see, okay, Christmas party. Okay, I just thought of that, at the top of my Christmas party at Why Not.tv. All right, so then I added that to my global address book or my contact card in Outlook, saved it, and it's part of my card. Now, when I send out emails to people, I can send emails out and just or flyers, and I could just tell people, hey, if you need more information, email Christmas party at whynot.tv. Now, this is a really good idea when you want to receive email to a certain email address and not give out your real email address. But if you create a flyer, you basically would, maybe Christmas party at whynot.tv. There you go. And of course, it'll create the underline for you. So if I email that from a different email account, information, but I'll take a big chance on this during the recording. I'm going to go ahead and send an email to that. Yes, please invite me. Okay. Okay, my computer is really, really slow right now. Okay. Yes, please invite me. Yes. Hit me up later. Okay. I'm going to hit send. And if Outlook or Exchange propagated that information, or at least provisioned that information, I should not get a return mail in Google. Well, let's test it out. Go ahead and come back here. Go to my inbox and wait for that email to show up. I'm going to hear it when it shows up. But if it's all set up, if it does take some time for if you add information to your Exchange account. Sometimes it can take up to 24 hours. Even when you update information. But sometimes it's done really quickly, and I'm hoping that during this recording I can demonstrate that. We'll see that in a minute. Now, that's how you would take care of that. Now I'm going to go to this book and see if it shows that information there. It is. It already provisioned my information there, so I should now. Maybe soon here, and I'm not going to hit receive so quickly. I'm just going to allow it to. Oh, it's updating another folder. Okay, so I'm just going to allow it to work in the background. I still haven't received a bounce email yet, so I'm guessing it works, and we'll come back to that. Now, but you can see where it did it pretty quickly, and I actually thought it took maybe an hour or so, or even up to 24 hours. But you see, the system recognized it rather quickly there, so that's a good thing. I know some things that you update in the Exchange accounts, like phone numbers. If you add a new user, even flip address is not created, so that user may not be able to log into Link that day, but they'll be able to log into Link the next day. All right, in some cases, I've seen that. Now, distribution groups, a very wonderful thing to have. When you work with your distribution groups, you have to think of like a flow chart. I want to give you an example of how you want to design your flow chart. You have several departments in your company. Let's say you do. Okay. The reason I'm going to my Flickr page because I have an example of a flow chart, and I'm not sure what's going on here, but I do have an example of a flow chart on my Flickr page, and it seems like my computer's kind of like stressing right now because, like I said, there's a lot of things going on. I don't think I need Link for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and close out of Link to free up a little bit of resources here. Okay, I want to exit out of that. As you can tell, my computer is really frozen here. I'm running this Cam Studio, and it's taking up a lot of memory. And I'm using standard netbook. I'm upgrading to a better computer later, so let's see here. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you this flowchart. Now, you may want to do something similar when you design your distribution groups for your company. Okay, is you use your distribution groups to, you know how things come downhill in the company, and the reason design is way is because you don't want to add every user to every distribution group it should belong to. Okay, you want to organize it so that that person is in the right distribution group for that particular department. So if that person moves to a different department, there will be a whole lot of into different distribution groups to try to figure out which ones they need to be removed. And I'm sorry taking you on a tour, but I'm just explaining you the reason why you want to do this. Now here's a flow chart. It's a very simple chart. A larger corporation, of course, will require a larger flow chart, and I advise using Visio for this. I did this in using standard PowerPoint, and I kind of did it up really quick, but this is the distribution list flow chart. Okay, and let's say this is ynp.net or ynot.net or .tv. Now you notice here that I have look at that again: members, cast, crew, and then movie title. This is how I want it to be. The name of the production company is ynp.net. I have members. Okay, so think about it like this. A DG, a distribution group that comes to ynp.net, will funnel that email down to members of this particular movie. So think about this right here as a movie. Okay, and I want to take you back here. I got two movies so far. I got a movie called Swap. I got a movie called Double Shot. Okay, and trust me, these are not what you think. These are actual dramas. Now, let's say this is a double shot group here, and let's say there's another arrow going over to the exact same chart for Swap over here. Okay, so now if I send an email to this particular distribution list, everybody under double shot and let's say imaginary chart here for swap will get that email. Now, if I send an email to the double shot people who work with double shot, only those people will get the email. That email. Now, notice I'm going to show you how this looks. Okay, I'm going to go into the YMP .net, the DGYMP.net. This is it right here. This is what I called it. Why Not Media Productions. Again, my computer being a little slow. I do apologize for that. So if you send an email to whynotmedia@ymp.net, that is owned by me, but the membership will go to Double Shot members and Swap members. Those are the two movies, right? The more movies I have, the more DGs that will be sent to these two different emails. Double Shot members and Swap members. Now let's look at, can I view that by double clicking? No, I can't. Okay, close that out. I want to go to the Double Shot members. Now looking at this flow chart again, if you send email to Double Shot members, they'll funnel that email down. And you'll see where it's going to go to next. Okay, so now that email is going to funnel down to the membership of Double Shot Cast and Double Shot Crew. Now let's look at that flow chart again. If I send an email to Double Shot members at ymp.net, that email will funnel down to the cast and crew. Okay, and so everybody who stars in the movie will get that email. Anybody who's in the background, the crew, will get that email. Now I can go even further to makeup, another one for makeup, another one for camera people, another one for who does the rest of the crew, cinematographer, just a bunch of little chains here. And for cast, maybe like the main cast, extras, and supporting cast. So if I send an email to doubleshotcast@ymp.net, all three of these people will get it, and I can send emails to just the different branches here. Okay. Now look at this again. If you look at this, Double Shot Cast and Crew is going to get that email. Now look at Double Shot Cast. At this point, if I didn't have more branches, and think about if I ended it at Cast, then this is when you want to start adding individual names. Okay, so at this point, I want to order to a bunch of people. Now, there's only just me and my wife, okay? But let's say I have like 15 cast members, okay? I'll add all 15 of those. Oh, but look at this. I got one more. DG Double Shot. This is the email that I'm going to publicly place on flyers for people to get information. And if you notice, it's just simply doubleshot@ymp.net, or I can get another domain like info@doubleshotmovie.com. Okay, and I can give everybody their own email address. Now, if I wanted to, under that external, I can add a lot of people. If as you know, you can invite people to SharePoint site so that they can communicate. So let's say I want to invite this person. I want to invite this person and that person to my SharePoint site where the Double Shot site is located. Okay, so that the script is there, the scheduling, supply information, everybody here who's listed in external contacts is part of that. Now, that's a whole different story there when it comes to SharePoint, how you can invite external contacts who has a Windows Live ID. I don't have to create them an email address. They can just sign up with a live account. I can add, let's say there are two producers. Then that's me, my wife, and both of us have our own email addresses. So I'm going to do is I'm going to add my wife who works for the company, so I don't have to add her as an external contact. So let's say there she is, serenity@seriant.net. That is hers. I want to add her, and I want to also add somebody else. Okay, who I want to add here? Okay, now here's the thing. If you're adding somebody who has access to your SharePoint site, um, this guy is on Gmail. Okay, I'm using my Gmail account for this demonstration, so I'd like to add that. However, if he has a live ID that he also uses to log in with SharePoint, but he said I want my emails coming to Gmail account. You know, I only use the live account for logging into your site. Great. Okay, you want to add the Gmail account and don't put the live in there. The live account is what you use to invite them with SharePoint. Okay, so let's add the Gmail account, and I want to add in somebody else here as a demonstration, right? I'm going to add the test account. Okay, I have a test account with full features, you know, so I can see what a non-admin looks like. So I'm going to add them to that. Okay, great. Now I got these, you know, 4 people in here. This is my Gmail account, but think about it as an external contact. I got my wife who works for the company, and I got test account. Okay, so now Double Shot is going to send emails to the Antonio Edward, who has a Gmail account, who is one of the producers. My wife, who is the script editor and executive producer. Me, who is the owner of the damn company. And then test account, who I wanted to be included in those emails, who is the financial consultant, also working for the company. Now, I want to send email to okay, let me make sure I got the email here. Double Shot Cast at ymp.net, Double Shot Crew, Double Shot members. Okay, I just want to send email to Double Shot at ymp.net. Now, just so you can see it, I'm going to put this in the subject. I'm also going to put this in the body as well, just so that it doesn't look too confusing. So you can actually see it as it happens. I'm going to go to my email. Oh, there we go. Remember that email that I sent at the beginning of this presentation? There it is. Yes, hit me up later. Okay. All right. I'm waiting for that email to funnel through those distribution groups. And it's going to keep hitting refresh here. Even as a person that works for the company, what's good about this is, and still waiting for that email to come through, but I'm going to go ahead and create another email here within the company. All I have to do is type out Double Shot like that, and it creates it for me. Now notice it did cast. So what I have to do is okay, why not .tv? That's the wrong email address. That's why I said that. So what I may have to do here is, since it's not coming up in my contacts here, and keep in mind this is a history. What you type in here is what you already have done or whatever's in your contact list. It's history and your contact list, but it doesn't necessarily pull from the global address book. What you're going to have to do here is select it here. Oh, there it is. Let me just kind of make sure here. Okay. Members of, yeah, that's the only people I want to send it to. Oh, my notes are here too. Great. Email for the producers of Double Shot. Great. That's exactly who I want to send to. All right. DG. Okay, there, the email just came through right there. It took a little bit, but like I said, the computer's really slow, so I think that's a part of it. Okay. Be quiet. All right. Send. Now you notice that the double shot email came through for this is show that Labinex. It was sent from Labinex. If you went back to the Labinex account, clicked on refresh, Labinex should have it as well. And I do apologize again for the computer being real slow. Oh, you notice that because of my history, I sent that email already. I can now send email to double shot without having to search for it. Oh, there we go. All right, so that email finally came to Gmail, which is an external account. You notice it added my legal text here, which is something that you can do in Exchange account. This gets sent out to all external emails. This is sent to all external emails that's not within the company, so that they have that notification at the bottom. Okay, but there it is. All right, so I basically demonstrated how a distribution group can be listed, and you definitely don't want to add names to every single one of them. Let's say you have 30 people here, and you have 10 people here and 20 people here, and you have 30 people, of course, total up here as well, because 10 plus 20 is 30. What you want to do is you don't want to add 30 names to this, 10 names to that, and 20 names to this, and then 30 names to this. How you want to do this is you add the 10 names to this one, 20 names to this, and maybe 2 or 3 for that. But if you have 3 people who are producers, there's no need to have this email here, this person here, or that person here. Just put them here. And no matter what, they're going to get the email come from way above here, funneled all the way down to here. So you definitely want to keep this organized. And you can have a larger flow chart. And I strongly advise that you create the flow chart first. Using Visio, piece of paper, PowerPoint, it doesn't matter. As long as you have something to refer to. You notice that my Christmas party email to Double Shot cast only went through. Now, this is how you take care of your distribution list. And this again, you notice I did get that email for the Christmas party here. Okay, so that's a good thing. The send items, there it is. So basically, in using a very slow computer, and I apologize for that. I know I said that millions of times. Using distribution groups and aliases can help with for a lot of different reasons. Because if I want to send a personal email, and my personal email is the Antonio Edward .us, I'll send to my business email, but I keep it separate. I send emails by way of just AntonioEdward.us. All right, so that's it. That's all I got for you today, and I look forward to doing something else, and I will talk to you later.